That awkward moment when you mean to unmute your microphone and you instead just click the stop streaming button. It's going to be one of those days, but we are going now. Hello, welcome back, everyone, to another week of Blood Bowl. Our second to last week of the regular season. Let me get my tablet pulled up here. I'll use it to help me look at a few things as we go through today. I hope everybody's doing okay. They had a good weekend. Or at least hope the week ahead is going to be easy on you, at least. And we're getting closer to Christmas, so the moment I sat down, my brain has just decided it doesn't want to work today, but that's okay. We are going to push through nonetheless because we're very close to the end, and want to keep things moving right along. So, welcome. Just gonna go right into this mode here. And yeah, so we are on week 12 of 13. And our games today are as follows. We'll be starting off with Mr. Meeseeks versus the Grin and Git Stompas. Go on to Gouda Game versus Pointy-Eared Bandits. Then Brazen Bulls versus Pappy's Nurglings. Then Rathus Raiders versus the Continental Crushers. Then the Knickknacks versus the Bone Malones. The Midnight Maulers versus the 9-inch Males. And finally, the Mythics versus Dompete Loire. So, without further ado, let's just get right into it. So, Mr. Meeseeks, the Nurgle team, has had kind of a rough season this whole time. One second. There's somebody in the roster that should be dead. Oh, thought I got to everybody. There we go. And apologize. I am like, I don't know if it's allergies or whatever, but I'm a little snotty today. I apologize. But I've already put the series off a couple times, so I think I'd rather just keep on keeping on, as they say. Let's see, what field do we want to use today? We used the crypt last time. Let's use the orc field. Orc, Grenade Git Stompas. All right. So yeah, commentary might be a little bit of at a minimum today. So we're just gonna roll with it. Got some water, hopefully that helps. I maybe should have made some coffee. Or some like peppermint tea or something, I don't know. I've got too much shit on my desk. This way. All right. And it's going to be the orcs kicking the ball off first. Grenade Git Stompas, of course, is the top of the leaderboard here right now. A win for them, I think, will pretty much assure that they stay either in that number 1 or number 2 slot. We shall see. Very slow start to the game so far. The Nurglings just letting the team captain Morg just go right in and knock the guy down and pick up the ball. All right, I was not expecting that. I was in the middle of formulating a totally different thought. And the Orcs are just gonna score. Yeah, if they if the Orcs take this game, I think it's going to be pretty difficult to knock them out of either 1 or 2 slots. So they're probably going to take one of those 2 buys for the first round of the tournament. So they'll go straight to the quarterfinals. Deep kick goes out of bounds, so they're just going to give it to number 12 there. Both big guys are unfortunately really stupid, but number 11 recovers first. It's Morgar Terrabrains on top of number 12, who hasn't moved at all. Now Chuck of the Troll is back there. It's definitely enough to knock him down. Number 14 coming over to secure the ball and does so. It's finally going to try and moving it up the field. What a novel concept. But there's too many Orcs. Although it doesn't help that none of them can pick up the ball. Nobody can pick up the ball. It keeps bouncing. It's finally going to be Morg who picks it up. Morg is going to go down. Morg not far off from having 100 SPP on the season. Just ludicrous amounts of team captain experience, so. Now number 10 is actually making some pretty good progress. We're in enemy territory now. He's got a little bit of support. Number 11's coming over. He's got the space. He just needs a little bit more of that little stank bubble, making it easier for the Nurgle team to do what they need to do. But now number 10 is outnumbered, and it's going to be Morg once again trying for the ball. Number 11 gets pushed away, and he's still in the backfield, going to be causing problems. Morg ends up with it, and he's moving his way. It's a very slow game for both teams, honestly. Like, it feels... It just feels slow, you know what I mean? Chuck of the Troll pushes the ball out of bounds. Let's see where it ends up. In perfect position for the Nurglings, not the Nurglings, this is the other Nurgle team, the Meatseeks, to do something with it. But they're just going to look at it. Badclaw's going to try and scoop in. Gets it behind him, is blocking it off from the others. He finally gets pushed away and into the ball. He now has it. A minute and 20 seconds left in this half. A very uneventful half besides the first really quick touchdown. Number 8 ends up with it and has a lot of room to run. There's nobody in front of him. Nobody stop him. This could be a tie ball game with a minute left to go in the first half. Hey. Now, the Nurgle teams are, in general, one that the Orcs tend to struggle with. And honestly, a loss here for them could be big. Kind of push the Meatseeks up a little bit, I think, too. Ball's out of bounds, so they're going to give it to whoever. Orcs now on the offensive. See what they do here. The Meatseeks are very aggressive. Already 2 in the backfield on the ball carrier. This could be a very quick second touchdown for them, unless the Orcs fall back for support. But they're not going to do so. Number 8 has all the room he needs to get another touchdown. One injury so far for the Meeseeks. One knocked out player not getting back in just yet. That's going to take us into the second half as well. Plenty of reinforcements available for the Orcs, but they're not losing anybody. And Meeseeks have the lead. Going to short the kick, so they're going to give it to Spikes the Ball here. Which, honestly, Spikes the Ball is probably one of the, like, least capable people to put the ball in the hands of right now for the Orcs. Questionable decision, but they're going to get right into the scrum of it there. And the Meeseeks are going to end up with it. Number 18 now with the ball. It's going to be Submar, the player who happened to get a kill last game. Looking to make a mark here, but he's all alone. It's going to take us to halftime. And Orcs kicked off, so they will be receiving. So any advantage that they possibly had for being on the defensive side of the ball, they've kind of lost. They need to get a score here. On offense, you switch things around and make things a bit better. So we'll see what can happen. Spikes the ball, falling back to grab it. He does get his hands on it quite easily. Gonna hold the ball with a little bit of support around him. Spike's getting pushed back. And goes down, and it's number 9 who ends up with it and just scoots right by anybody. That's going to make it a 2-point ball game. Uh-oh. This might be the time for the Meeseeks to get a big win over a very tough opponent. Get Stompers do have to be careful, because if they manage to get knocked back into the first round of the playoffs, then they face single elimination just like anybody. And if they, if they had a poor game, then they're out. At least if they're starting in the semifinal, or sorry, the quarterfinals rather, then they at least are getting a best of 3 chance at progressing. But the Orcs are just falling apart here. Not getting involved, standing around, giving the ball to the wrong person. They need to get it in the hands of Morg or someone who has dodge and block at the very least. Number 9 has it, but it's Rock Track and dribbles. Number 8 goes down to Morg with a broken neck, punishing him from getting those 2 touchdowns himself today. And Spikes the ball once again. Who has it? He's seen a lot of action this game. It's very unusual for him. He's not home free though. 2 Pestigors on him is going to make it difficult. Yep, the ball goes down. Submar getting knocked down. Number 15 just swooping in and scooping it up. It's coming face to face with Borgsla, who gets a really unlucky push. Headbang and Rock Track coming over to help. Chukka the Troll coming back to help. Heck, if Chukka can pick up the ball, that'll be a good ball carrier. Oh, and Gutfang going down with a smashed hand. That's number 11, the team captain, getting that one, I believe. Orcs are currently with the ball. 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the game. Their Orcs are running out of time to make something happen. Nobody can come up with it. Sure what just happened there. Burger Tearbrains running, getting caught by number 15, knocking him down, getting the room he needs. There's no one in front of him. He's got to score with a minute left. It's a one possession ball game here. Two injuries for the Meeseeks. Gonna start chipping away. One injury so far for the Orcs. That's gonna stick. Right. Orcs have had trouble playing defense today. They need to step it up here, get this ball, and get in the end zone to tie it up at the very least. Miles Estaba coming in to help. He does have a kill on his record this season. Can he get another one? Smiles Estaba going for the ball, and he's got it. He's got dodge and stunty. Oh, he's got a little room. But he's been collapsed upon. There's too many Meeseeks around him. Number 15 has ended up with it. More coming back, trying to get on top of him, but getting stopped by number 10. 30 seconds left. Meeseeks either have to score here or just try to hold on. Smiles Estaba has got it. Morg was in support, but he leaves him alone. Can Smiles take care of 16 on his own? And now he's got a mercenary here. He goes down. The mercenary has the ball with 8 seconds left to go. Orcs are not going to have enough time. I think this is the end of the game, and honestly, could be a devastating blow to their season to take a loss here to the Meeseeks of all teams. That's our first seeded team losing to our second to last seeded team. So there you go, folks. In Blood Bowl, it isn't over until it's over. Tough loss for the Orcs. You let me down, boys. You let me down. No squig rations for the team for that loss. Week 12, game 1. All right. Statistics for the word Murder Tearbrains getting an MVP and a touchdown and a casualty, getting lots of SVP for this game for him. Morg had ended up with a touchdown and a casualty as well. It's worth a good amount for him. And that's about it. Casualty or knockouts out of Rock Drag and dribbles, but yeah, just a very lackluster stat-wise game for the Orcs. Injuries-wise, they've only got the one. That's Gutfang. He'll be out next game. Meeseeks. They were down a couple players, too. MVP goes to number 18. Good for you. 2 touchdowns out of number 8, 1 touchdown out of number 9. Number 8 then also got injured. And the 1 casualty goes to number 11, the team captain. Just better able to move the ball this game. They do walk away with 2 out next game, and it's going to be number 17 and number 8. Smashed collarbone and a broken neck. Oof. Bring him down to agility of 1 for number 8. Wow. It might be time for number 8 to retire even after getting those 2 touchdowns this game. That's unfortunate. There's your MVPs today, number 18, the Rotter, and Morgar Tearbrains, the Black Orc. Moving on to our next game. It is Gouda Game versus the Pointy-Eared Bandits. Skaven versus Dark Elves. This, I think, ought to be a really good game. Oh, the Orcs lost on the Orc field, too. Feels bad. Pointy-Eared Bandits have a little bit of a team value advantage. Skaven are down a couple of players. See how this one turns out. And it's going to be the Skaven on defense first. Looks like we had a rock throw. It's going to take out Ear. But it's on the opposite side of the ball, so it shouldn't affect things too much. Lord Big Lobes. Moving to the ball. We got Elfbo 2.0. Elfbo, the original, died in the last game. Gorg has the ball now. Gorg might be one of the top scorers of the league. One of the things I'm going to do over this next few weeks is actually calculate who is best at what category. So look forward to some awards we'll be giving out. It's a very violent game so far. The Yerminator has got it and has somehow managed to sneak past. Jack is running away from him. Why did he go to the middle? He could have just... Very weird strategy from the Yerminator. Just playing with the rats, I guess. I don't know. And Jack, like I said, he was running away from the ball carrier. Upload 2.0 getting knocked out by Jack. So Jack is actually getting somewhat involved. Amir, Storm Vermin, has the ball. Eureka 2.0 going down. In one ear going down. Lots of stuns, and now the rats just have all the room in the world to run. Getting triple team. Strip ball coming into play there. The Whisper Reaper 2.0 now has the ball. He gets knocked down. It's in the hands of Gorg once again. It's on the ground once again. Compared to how slow the last game was, this game is moving. It's very active. No injuries so far, but there's a lot of movement of the ball. Oh, I spoke too soon. Kolb is down with an injury. Illuminati. The Blodge combo. He gets the space he needs, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Pointy-Eared Bandits. Winter Bandits, honestly, in a really good position. If they can win out, they might secure themselves a first or second place game here. Same for the Gouda game. I didn't realize that they are literally third and fourth with the same record. This is a big game for both of them. This game could be the difference between going to best of threes or having to deal with a single elimination round one. Oh no, Dark Elves playing very good defense, immediately getting the ball. Going deep into enemy territory. Jack trying to get involved, but Lord Big Globes gets the space he needs at touchdown number 2. Winter Bandits managing to stay healthy so far. Gorg trying to move around everyone here to get some space. Gets caught. Oh, there's so many bandits around him, but he gets some space. He just needs a lucky push. Oh, he doesn't get it. Ear now with the ball. And Jack rolling Wild Animal at the wrong time, giving Ear a wide open lane. Ran out of movement, though. And he doesn't get activated again. Swiss is able to catch up. Swiss is getting knocked down. He's got all the support he needs. Jack trying to come in to catch up, but he cannot. Ear is gonna make it a 3-point game. Is this gonna be the rare blowout for the Skaven? Bad kick, so they're going to be able to give it to Rico here, freshly leveled up. Got himself blocked. He does have pass, but we've seen some passing from this game, but not a lot. And Rico getting knocked out immediately. Lord Big Loves is going to scoop it up, and there's no one behind them. Oh no. The Dark Elves are running away with this one. No changes. No changes. A very short kick right behind the line. 20 seconds left in the first half. They're able to scoop it up immediately. Jack Cree and Lori trying to save from a 5 bomb in the first half. Cree now has it. Needs to keep it in his hands. A quick pass to Moz. Moz has got the speed. He's moving up the sideline. The Earminator does move over. Moz just needs a lucky push here. He's got dodge and block, but it doesn't avail him. They managed to knock him out. And that's going to be halftime. Oh, man, a heroic effort by Cree and Moz to get some yards there, but not able to do anything with it. And it's going to be the Skaven staying on offense here. It's going to be Rico moving up with some help. Not enough help. Jack standing back there, not getting involved. In the hands of In 1 Year. Jack now finally moving up. Darkels are doing a good job of hemming this in, so even if the Skaven do get it, there's not really much room for them to run. Bear can't quite end up with it. Rico going for it. He does get it. He's got a whole army of Dark Elves to chew through first. He finally goes down. He's just getting left out to dry. Nobody's going to help him. Whisper Reaper 2.0 now has it. Pointy-eared bandits seem to be working very well as a team. There's always 2 or 3 around in the same area. Finally going down. Gouda, the team mascot in a lot of ways. Trying to fend for himself. Jack is trying to provide some assistance. Oh no, Swiss is knocked out. Gouda's got a little bit of space. He finally goes down. Sharpicus puts it out of bounds. Where's the ball going to end up? 2 minutes, 20 seconds left. Kree has the ball. Bandits are just positioning themselves well to be around any point that they need. 2 minutes left. Hard for GG to come out with a win now. I think they can at most just hope to get some points on the board, but Lord Big Lobes, slips on the going for it roll. In 1 Year is badly hurt. That one's from Jack. This is the most active I think we've ever seen Jack. Rico trying to get some space, maybe kind of trying to get over here to give it to Maz once again. He's surrounded. Jack needs to get in there. He gets a lucky push. One goes down. He gets the space he needs. He's just going to take it himself. The team captain. Of his teammates just nowhere to be found. A heroic effort by the team captain, but just ultimately getting overwhelmed. Oh, you're going down with an injury. Mare has the ball. 30 seconds left. Can they put at least 1 point on the board and avoid the blowout? Oh no. Terminator has it. Jack is knocked out. He's out for the rest of the game. And the Terminator has room and Gord can't quite catch him. Oh, he does catch him. Glory coming over to support, but he gets an unlucky push and a last-second touchdown. Good game has definitely taken some losses, but they've never taken a blowout before, but here we are. Maz does get to it before the timer runs out, so we're now in extra time. A perfect pass from Maz to Gorg. That was cool to see. But that's it. That is our game. A 5-0 blowout from the pointy-eared bandits. Perhaps securing themselves a position at the top here. Fighting for that bye week. That's actually going to put them, depending on how the Nurglings game goes, that could put the pointy-eared bandits back in the first place spot. Take a look at the GG's stats here. 1 MVP going to the team captain. It's going to be worth a good chunk of SVP for them. Good for them. A successful pass and reception from Maz. A successful reception from Gorg. I think Kree was the other one who got a pass. So they're getting some pass SPP around. That's kind of cool. 2 casualties and 2 knockouts out of Jack. Very well done. He was actually doing something, and just wasn't enough. 60 yards run for Rico, 14, 24, and 22 for Gorg, Maz, and Amir. Sharing the ball around, just, yeah, not able to take it to the house. Unfortunate. Do walk away with 1 injury. It's going to be Kolb. Pinch decks are out next game. No other lingering effects. Pointy-eared bandits. 2 touchdowns to Lord Big Lobes. 1 for Illuminati, 1 for Ear, 1 for the Earminator. MVP goes to Earwax Slinger, who was there. She got knocked out at some point, I think. Only casualty of the game goes to Eureka 2.0, who got 2 knockouts as well. Yep. It's a very defensively successful game for the pointy-eared bandits. They do walk away with a couple of injuries themselves. A fractured skull, -1 to armor value is tough, but a badly hurt to the other one. Right, next up, we've got another very important game. We've got the Brazen Bulls, our Corn team, going up against Happy's Nurglings. So we got Chaos v Chaos here. It's always certain to result in a very bloody game. Of course, the Corn team would very much like to get a win here, but it's probably more important for Pappy's Nurglings, whether they win or not, in terms of rankings and playoffs. Nurgle, that's what I'm looking for. Nurgle's a very tough team, but they haven't run into Rufus yet, and Rufus is a nightmare for any team he comes up against. So, we'll see how they deal here. The overwhelming team value advantage going to Nurglings. But yeah, this could be the difference between first or second, by chance, at least going into next week. for the Nurglings. A win here will definitely net them the first place spot. A loss will give them second. All right, and it's going to be the Corn team playing defense first. That's great for them, but it is snowing. So going forwards are now on a 1-2 is a failure. Oh, and the field looks cold. Rufus going toe-to-toe with Lizard, probably the one team member on the Nurgle team who can stand up to him. Oh, but the Corn Demons are already in the backfield, picking up the ball and scoring. Oh, it's a perfect kick from the Bulls to start off the second defensive drive here. Erling's having to go back for it. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be watching this time or not, because I know he's here in town. I know they had plans, and then he's got to drive back, so... Ramsey's just holding it in the end zone. Okay, well, he gets knocked out with the ball, so it's not an easy touchdown. It gets thrown out again. See where it ends up. Okay. Actually in a great position for the Nurglings to make something happen, but... seems maybe the cold is getting to them. They are sluggish out there today. And Rufus managed to get the ball on the first attempt, and he's going to be a very difficult target to stop. Just one Nurglings player to go through, another one coming in to help, but he's got some support of his own, or he did. Wait. He wasn't going to watch because he thinks he's bad luck. That's fair. I thought Rufus had the ball this whole time. It was actually Harry who had it. Oh, and Rufus is the better big man, knocking Lizard down on his ass. Yeah, he probably has an ass. He's Nurgle. Oh, and Rambula getting smacked down. Getting killed. That's another one from Rufus. Deadliest player in the league right there. Will Rambula regenerate from that, though? He does regenerate, but it still gives Rufus some credit for an injury. Oh no, Krethel Death Spoiler is down. He's badly injured. He'll be out for the final game of the season. Mary manages to sneakily pick up the ball and is going to take it in for touchdown number 2. 1 minute left to go in the half. Nurglings need to do something to turn this game around, get a point before halftime. The way the Bulls are playing, it's going to be difficult. Zim the third going down with an injury. And it's going to stick. Harry scoops it up and is going to try and go around here while Lizard is down. It's the perfect route. There's no one to stop him. Yep, touchdown number 3. They really aren't. The top seeds are really not playing all that good today. Except pointy-eared bandits. Seems like they got all their bad games out at the very beginning of the league. Imlan Thronekeeper trying to make it 4 to go in, but he's going to get knocked down. That's going to take us to halftime. Short kick goes right into the hands of Bessie. Oh no, we got another bull down. The weather is changing back to perfect Blood Bowl weather. Snow is clearing. Nurglings making some more progress playing defensively this time. Rufus is in the mix right where he needs to be on top of the ball carrier. Well, Harry has it. Oh, Gormagallen down with an injury now. It's a very bloody game between these two corn teams. Both built to hurt people. Jonathan is getting away. And yeah, is gonna make it 1 for the Nurglings. Preventing the blowout, at least. In the hands of Bessie, but Bessie is getting mobbed by Nurglings. Ron Van Goddamn, who has it? Oh, can Amlon catch him? No, he cannot. That's going to be 2 touchdowns for the Nurglings, unanswered. Two injuries for both teams. Lizard tracks down Brangus. Brangus goes down. Ball is in an awkward spot. Seconds. The Bulls just need to hold what they've got now. If they can get it in their hands, all the better. Oh, Lizard going down injured with a broken ribs. He'll be out for the final game of the season. The team captain's down. And Sarkhan Thronekeeper finding some space. Moving the ball up the field. 3 seconds left, and I think, just like that, he has secured the win for his team, holding onto the ball for long enough. Looks like Lizard may have regenerated. I saw him on the sidelines, like he was ready to go back in, so. But the Bulls take a victory here. One they sorely needed, but more importantly, a loss the Nurglings really didn't want. Good on the Bulls. Let's take a look at those stats. For the Nurglings, we got 1 touchdown out of Jonathan and 1 out of Ron Van Goddam, who also managed to get MVP there. Doing quite well. 2 casualties out of Gormagal III before he was injured himself. And lots of goose eggs from just about everybody else on the team, honestly. Bulls, on the other hand, we got the MVP going to Bessie and a successful reception. It's going to be just shy of a level up for Bessie. She's new. Touchdown each out of Harry and Mary, and Krathul Death Spoiler. 2 casualties, 2 knockouts. Almost a kill, too, for Rufus, but they got regenerated. Doing very solidly for him. 1 of each from Harry. Casualty for Imlan Thronekeeper. Very nice. Their MVPs. Gonna move on to our next game. We've got Ratha's Raiders versus the Continental Crushers. This is another game that I think will be surprisingly good. The Raiders have kind of picked it up over the last couple of matches. Somehow, I don't know how, but they have. They've managed to stay healthy. Let's see how they do against the Lizardman team. Right on into it. And it's going to be the Lizardmen kicking the ball off first. It's too deep. Going to go into the hands of Jimothy. See how they do here. Answer is not well against the overwhelming speed. Bob is coming over. It's going to knock the ball down, kind of keep it in a relatively safe position for them right now. Most of the Lizardmen are still on the other side of the field, so Kyle the Skeleton is going to pick it up and start moving it up. Now in enemy territory, Jeff Jr. Looks like T-Rex there was hurt, but an apothecary was used. Uh-oh. All making it dangerously close, but Baitmaker's coming in. That should be the difference maker. Interested to see how the Lizardmen do without their team captain Victor Soros on the field today. He was injured in the game last week. Against Gouda Game, I believe. Yes, it was. Old 2-Eye now with the ball, moving up, finding a hole, or tried to. Getting caught by Jimothy, Bimothy, and Gigachad. More skeletons coming over. 2.0 has been knocked out. Ka is injured by Jeff Jr. Jeff Jr. eager to make a name for himself. I think that should puts him just over the threshold of being leveled up. Chad getting injured. Broken jaw. We'll see if he regenerates from that. Ball is in an awkward position. Brad is down with a potential injury as well. We'll see if that regenerates. Oh, Chad's injury stuck. Brad, however, did regenerate. Baitmaker is knocked out. He is out for the rest of this play. And both teams are electing to just ignore the ball for now. Old 2-Eye finally picking it up. It's going to be dealing with Bob. Bob, kind of the hero of Raptors Raiders. Oh, Old 2-Eye gets away with his stunty. And it's enough to get a touchdown. Gotta watch out for those dastardly skinks. Raiders are going to get a chance to try again here. Jimothy, once again, is the one picking up the ball first for them. Getting stopped at the midway point. Chainbreaker is going to scoop it up. Gigachad is the only one who could possibly catch up. He does. Nah coming in to help out. Is enough to knock down Chainbreaker, but Chainbreaker, rather, pushes the ball right into Old 2-Eye. Old 2-Eye then kills him. Can you score off of that? Because that would be kind of epic. Oh no, he finally goes down. Baitmaker is back there though. That's a problem. Nah, stay dead here. Oh, Nah will stay dead. That is a confirmed kill for Old 2-Eye. Raiders trying to scoop up the ball and get it out of there. Bob finally manages to pick it up. Gets his face. He's going to be slowly making his way up the field. It's strip ball action from T-Rex there. Ball is now on the ground. Zer 2.0 trying to stunty his way around to scoop it up, but can't quite get it. T-Rex going down as he tries to get there. Oh no, Fatemaker was injured. Don't see what injury it was, but he's definitely out for this game and for the next one. That'll be his first time, I believe, sitting out on a game. Old 2-Eye getting knocked down. Zer 2.0, though, getting away, trying to be a hero and get another point on the board here before we go into halftime. He just needs a lucky push, and he gets it! Touchdown! What a hero, Zer 2.0. We have 4 down for the Raiders. Definitely going to be getting into their reserves now. Fatemaker, the only one down for the Lizardmen, but that's a big blow. Raiders kicking it out, so they're going to give it to Makataka. When Makataka is down with an injury now. Zer 2.0 was given a scroll with some extra movement, but it looks like didn't get anything done. Chomper now badly hurt. Bob is going on a tear here. Cade died. I didn't even see what happened there. I guess that goes to Jimothy there. Ta now with the ball and has no other defenders in front of him. It's going to give the first touchdown for the Raiders going into the second half here. I feel like I looked away for a few seconds and like just shit hit the fan for the Lizardmen. Player coming back in for the Raiders. Yeah, 1 dead skink, 2 more injuries, a bunch of knocked out players who aren't getting back in. I think they might be shorthanded going into this drive. Uh-oh. We may see their point advantage melt away here. Oh, and a pitch invasion to boot and a perfect kick that stays in bounds. Both teams hit pretty hard by that pitch invasion, honestly, but Zimothy is going to get back there on Zer 2.0 as he picks up the ball. Skelly and Brad coming in to support, making it a 1v1. No, it's 2v1 on Zer 2.0. Your hero from earlier. Double Tomb Guardian and Blitzraw is finally enough to take down Zer 2.0. Zimothy with the ball. In good position, but Jeff Jr. is going to come over to help play some defense. Very tense standoff here as Zimothy is just electing to hold the ball. He's got a clear window. He just needs to move. Jeff Jr. is now back on his feet, though, and he's going to maybe put a stop to this. Oh, and Zimothy gets some space. Is trying to go for it there. Zimothy finally takes it in. Now, tie ball game. All comes down to these next few minutes here for both of these teams. Both fighting it out in the middle of the leaderboard, so it's not going to change anything as far as the playoffs go. It's good to know how these teams square up against each other, considering they might meet again in the playoffs bracket. 2i immediately getting knocked down. I think it's just a tale of the Lizardmen starting to run out of players as they've lost some to injuries and knockouts. Has ended up with it. Zora and Jeff Jr. trying to contain Raw here. T-Brex coming in to help. Goes down. Ball is... Oh, there goes Skelly getting killed by T-Brex. Now T-Brex can't get his hands on the ball. Nope, Skelly regenerates. He's back. Old 2i has the ball with 30 seconds left to go. Gonna bounce. Neither team can actually pick up the ball. Zimothy finally has it with 20 seconds left to go. It's just a couple skinks in the backfield to prevent a touchdown here, but he cleverly moves around. Zimothy outmaneuvering his opponents to take it to the house with 10 seconds left to spare. That might have just clinched the win for them. Yeah, that was all, like, I don't think you could have moved any more perfectly in that moment. Both teams an equal amount of casualties. Goes right into the hands of Chainbreaker. Maybe good enough to give them some extra time as the clock hits 0 here. They've got to be really careful how they play it. I think they've got to hope maybe to get some knockdowns and open up a lane so Chainbreaker can just take it all the way to the house. They've only got an additional 50 seconds to do. I think Chainbreaker should honestly just... Nope. Nope, Brad got through to him. Uh-oh. Oh, and that's going to be it. They couldn't stop the Tomb Guardian Brad. They just couldn't knock him down, and he just gets in there and ends the game. Rathas Raiders going to take that one very close 3-2 game there. That was a much closer game than I anticipated, honestly. All right. Let's take a look at the stats for the Continental Crushers. We have a successful reception and a Chainbreaker. Old 2i getting a touchdown, Zer 2.0 getting a touchdown. Steve getting the MVP. I actually don't remember seeing him do anything, so he might have been the one who was knocked out most of the time. At least he's getting some SPP for his trouble. Old 2i, though, with a touchdown, a kill, and 44 yards run. There's your MVP for the game right there, honestly. 2 casualties out of Jeff Jr. and a knockout. He's very solid. He can't pick up the ball to save his life, but, you know, that tracks. he slept perfectly. Yep, that's exactly right. He slept better than anybody. That's why they call him a professional. the Crushers. Injuries wise, they do walk away with some, unfortunately. Makataka badly hurt. Fatemaker badly hurt. Enchomper badly hurt. So nothing lasting except for Cade, unfortunately, biting the dust and will be out for good. The Raiders did not walk away unscathed, though. They've got a badly hurt for Bimothy, a broken jaw for Chad, and a badly hurt for Ka. And they also lose Na, one of their skeletons, who I think actually Na might be one of their more higher-leveled skeletons, too. Stat-wise, MVP goes to Ka. Touchdown out of Ta, and 2 out of Zimothy. 40 yards run with Zimothy alone. 2 casualties and 2 knockouts for Bob. It's good to see Bob actually finally getting some points on the board here. Jimothy with a kill and a casualty. Pretty solid. Yeah, yeah, it's a good thing that Fatemaker is only badly hurt, especially right here at the end. Because once we hit playoffs, we're not going to worry about the injuries. We're just going to assume that they heal all injuries at the end of the game. So if you can go in as healthily as possible into playoffs, that is ideal. All right. Next up, we got the Knickknacks and the Bone Malones. Chaos, Knickknacks. Against the Necromantic Bone Malones. I do think this is probably a difficult matchup for the Bone Malones. They are down both of their whites this game. Team value is at least very similar between both games, but Chaos with their high armor and like very lethal players, this could be a tough one for the Bone Malones. I'm not going to lie. Stakes wise, let's see. Bone Malones thoroughly in the middle. Knickknacks is actually kind of up there with 6 wins. Putting them up to 7 could potentially put them in striking distance of the first, second place, depending on how things shake out. So this could be an important win for them if they can manage to win it out here. Despite having a player with a kick ability, they're still giving it to the Minotaur to kick. Look what happens. Chaos is very good on defense, so we'll have to see if the Bone Malones can make something happen. Take that advantage away from them if possible, but Point the Ball is just holding on to it. Now Charles Litzbit is involved. Point the Ball getting some space, but choosing not to do anything with it. Mad Mullet not moving over to support. That's Boy not moving down to support. Point the Ball just getting bullied by these Chaos Warriors. Then a Barak is just going to scoop it up for an easy touchdown. Deep kick this time. Point to ball once again is grabbing it. Oh no, Herm the Flesh Golem down with an early injury. He could regenerate out of that. Point to ball trying to run around the competition here and is actually making good progress. He's put himself in a dangerous position surrounded by the knickknacks. Point to ball is down and injured as he gets surfed. Ball is put almost like insultingly far back into their own territory here. And Best Boy is just going to look at it. Not a ball wreck is going to scoop it up right in front of him. And Best Boy can't catch him. Looks like Herm was able to regenerate that injury. Point to ball, unfortunately, was not. Going to be up to too cool to ghoul, but Toes R Us going down with an injury. The Chaos team is out here ready to hurt people. Too cool to ghoul, just surrounded, getting surfed. Where's the ball going to end up? Oh, man. Maybe in the worst possible place, but at least Best Boy is able to... Well, it's really Mad Mullet that caught him. It seems like there may be something weird going on with the werewolves actually catching up to people. Best Boy going down. McFace getting the lucky push he needed. And his best friend pushes the ball out. Oh, it kind of ends up in a very terrible place for them. Stone Rider going over to trying to pick it up. Let's end up with that. And it's starting to make some progress. McFace has it and is taking it to the house. Could be looking at a blowout here for the Bone Malones. We are not even in the second half yet. Marson has it. He's holding on to it too long, methinks. There's a little strip ball action happening there. And his best friend has it. 18 seconds left to go in the first half. Brain blasted. Gets injured but regenerates. Charles Lutzbit is going to pick it up and score in the last few seconds of the first half. This is an ugly one for the Bone Malones, folks, and it's a really tough matchup for them. Oh no, and Best Boy died. We went to halftime, so I don't know if he'll stay dead because of regeneration or what the deal is there, but it popped up there at the last second that he died. That is the team captain for the Bone Malones. He's back on the field, so he must have regenerated. He's fine, everybody. He's fine. I was actually about to pause it and see if I can go make some coffee or something real quick because my throat, but I just want to see how this game ends up now. Son of Barak has just elected to hold it this whole time. But there's a lot of purple on the field and not a lot of yellow. Son of Barak finally getting an activation and moving. Has plenty of room to kind of weave around, but is finally going to get caught by a bunch of zombies. Michael's right hand injured. Regenerates, but he'll be out for the drive. Honestly, if I'm Nick Dax here, I just hold the ball. Like, scoring now is like fine. It's good for SPP, but like kind of toxic too at the same time. One flesh golem getting back in the game. Yeah. Yeah, if this were the NFL, this is where you set up and you just chew down the clock with some runs. You know, try to get to the ball to a point where you can just kneel it. John Marston getting hurt for real this time, maybe. Yep, didn't regenerate. Yeah, but then again, leave it to a Chaos team to be the bullies. Bone Malone is desperately trying to keep them from scoring a seventh time. A surf here actually be ideal. Yep, perfect. Now where's the ball gonna end up? Honestly, the best possible space for them. They can move it. Keeping the ball out of danger with a little over a minute left. Too cool to ghoul. Getting around. But can you get around the Minotaur? He knocks down the Minotaur. Oh man, what a heroic effort by Too Cool to Ghoul. Yeah, this is exactly what I would do if I'm Nick Next at this point. Just hold the ball in the center. Let people punch it out. Maybe you get some lash casualties to, round out the SPP gain for the game, but you just sit on it. Even Bone Malone are they're not moving anybody in. They're just electing to stand where they're at. Well, Skrill's finally going to move. I guess the touchdown here ends the game faster than just holding it, so that's something. You could attempt a pass. That'd be fun. Oh, he finally gets knocked down. Oh, a big 6-0 blowout. That is a tough one. Maybe they're just saving their strength for playoffs when it actually matters. That's game 5. Take a look at stats real quick, and then we'll take a quick break before I come back for the last 2 games of the evening. Look at the Bone Malones. Lots of goose eggs here, gang. This is a really rough game for them. The MVP goes to Brain Blasted, who did get injured. No casualties, no touchdowns, no nothing. Just a yards run from point to ball. And that's about it. And a close call with Best Boy almost getting killed. Luckily regenerated from it, so. Next, however, touchdown out of Charles Litzbit, 2 out of McFace, 2 out of the son of Balrog, 1 out of Jerry. Touchdown goes to Billy Mansell, who I don't even think saw any playing time that game. 3 casualties and 1 knockout from Charles Litzbit alone. 1 from Greg, 2 from Grog. Yeah, just a slobber knocker out there. Chaos having way too much fun. Okay. Yeah, second blowout of this week. Yeah, it's an odd week for sure. Next up we'll have the Midnight Maulers versus 9-inch Males. We'll take quickly a look at what the stakes for that game is going to be. Midnight Maulers, going to be pushing them up the rankings if they take a win there, but nothing. I don't think it's going to put them in contention for the lead. And the 9-inch Males desperately need a win. They have had the worst season so far. They are at the bottom. Anyway, hope we're looking forward to that particular game. I'm going to take a quick break. Oh, injuries. No injuries to the Knickknacks. Bone Malone. Lots of injuries. Badly hurt. John Marson. Badly hurt. Toys R Us. and a pinch nerve for pointed ball. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to take a quick break, get something warm to drink, and then I'll be back here shortly. And we'll finish up this last 2 games. So, see you all soon. Okay, and we are back. Sorry about that. Needed something for my throat, so drop that music down a little bit. Get right back into it. Midnight Maulers and 9-inch males. Not in alphabetical order. Gets me every time. All right. And we're good to go. Yeah, so I mean, Midnight Maulers has become one of my favorite teams to watch for sure. They're very entertaining. I feel really bad for 9-inch males. I'm hoping that they have a bit of a comeback, but I don't think they're gonna have quite the same success as we've seen with like pointy-eared bandits who came from, toward, you know, not the bottom, but towards the bottom of the leaderboard and kind of climbed their way back up. And it's going to be Macho Man for 9-inch males kicking off first, so they will be on defense. They are going to be trying to recover from losing a couple people last week. They're also down, I think, 2 players due to injuries. And Dank Duran is getting all the way back there. Is going to go up against Pete, who only has block. But Thrally the Thrall comes back to help out. Luscious Lorenzo is on top of him now. Macho Man. Tried to do something back there, rolled Wild Animal. Undulating Luther getting served. Dank Duran once again trying to take out Pete. Both teams very standoffish at the moment. Managed to get the they managed to get the ball out of the hands of the vampires, but Draxacula is going to get in there and pick it up now. He is a very difficult target to bring down. Took several people there. Luscious Lorenzo has ended up with it. Oh, Dwight, broken jaw going down to Trawler Tom. Ball now in the hands of Dank Duran. Getting knocked down. Bleeder Bob now has it. Making considerable progress. There's no one in front of him. Nobody can catch him. Sanguine Sanders getting hurt by Macho Man, but he gets an apothecary used. And the vampires managed to get a touchdown here. Thrall making the long run. One Thrall down with an injury. One Hobgoblin down with an injury. And now it's raining. It'd be harder to pick up the ball. I think that's more going to affect the Chaos Dwarves than the vampires, typically speaking. Although vampires, we do often see them, they're probably like the best passing team in the league. It's not saying much, considering no one is a passing team in this league. I think stats-wise, they have the most like passing yards. See the new hire, Plump Peter. kind of sitting back there. Oh, the ball goes right to him. He can't quite catch it, though. Can he be the one? Can he be the new blood this team needs? He's just standing there, so probably not. Hank Duran falling back to pick up the ball. Can't get a hold of it. Michael, the boss, finally gets it. Beat the vampire going down with an injury. See if he regenerates from it. Peter does make an attempt at the ball, but can't quite get his hands on it. Dank Duran finally ends up with it. Pete does regenerate. 35 seconds left in the first half here. It's been a very uneventful first half, really. Just a lot of punching and not much to show for it. Dank Duran, unfortunately, getting pushed back towards his own territory. Lunch Meat Larry that they're all going down, getting killed. I think that was by Macho Man. Macho Man's been kind of under the curse of not doing anything. Count Passula is just going to sneak that ball into the end zone. Vampires are one of those teams that I think are, you know, they're not going to take the top of the leaderboard here. I think they've just had too much of a rough season earlier. But honestly, they're one of those teams that I think could go all the way from the first round to the finals. It's Macho Man who ends up with the ball. It's going to be a tougher target to bring down for the Vampires. Question is going to be, though, is can they get the ball upfield enough? Oh, and strip ball going into effect there. It's going to end half. You know, Macho Man is a tough opponent, but if you can get the ball out of his hands without knocking him down, then yeah, it's ideal. A rock throw there, taking out Tinderneck Tom. It's good because the dwarves need all the help they can get here. Dwarves are just struggling, unfortunately. The Undertaker finally getting involved. It's good to see him doing something. He's usually in the back, just doing nothing. It's just Lorenzo now with the ball. A lot of trouble in front of him, though. You're getting some knockouts, and they are doing a good job of like clearing the field. Malicious Lorenzo's got a bit of a run here. He's gonna get caught. It's a lucky push. You can get like another lucky push. That might be enough. Oh, he goes down. Draxacula now with the ball. Going 1v1 with Dank Duran. Undulating Uther, though, coming over to help. That could be enough to bring down Draxacula, even with dodge and block. Undertaker there for support. They've got the numbers where they need them. Pam going down, unfortunately, getting knocked out. Sakula getting pushed back into their own end zone. Just getting pushed everywhere. It's nowhere to go this time if he gets pushed. Oh, but he's just knocking down everybody. Oh my gosh. They can't knock it down. Sakula standing tall. They finally get him out, but he takes the ball with him. Oh, ball's in the perfect position for Jim to pick it up and score. He just needs to move. No. I just have so much hope that the Dwarves will do something, anything, and they just don't. The Undertaker finally gets it after 4 attempts, but has now pushed himself closer to the midfield. Now he's surrounded, outnumbered. He goes down. Macho Man is there to help guard the ball. Come on, Dwarves. 50 seconds left. At least put 1 point on the board. You don't have to win. You just got to get a point on the board. We have entered the negotiating stage. Oh, Luscious Lorenzo, you tried to pick it up and just gave up. Macho Man has got it. Sacrifice Sam's got strip ball. Doesn't matter. They knock him down. Sacrifice Sam. Plump Peter is back there for defense, but I don't know. It's not going to take. Oh, he finally got him. Plump Peter. Oh. Gets knocked down and pushes the Thrall into the end zone. Great debut, Peter. Great debut. Yeah. It's funny, but it's not. It's like this team has just every team in it has had some like really awful games. Everybody's had like a bad game. The Nine Inch Nails, like, they just haven't had a good one. They just, I guess he did this just a touchdown. Yeah, it's one way to look at it. These poor dwarves have just consistently had awful AI, awful choices, awful luck. They're gonna take a 3-0 blowout. We're in trouble here today. Who knows? Maybe maybe they'll turn it around and they'll just be like on fire during the playoffs. But I don't see it. I don't see it happening. That's why, though. A lot of goose eggs there, gang. Dwight, the assistant to the regional manager, gets the MVP nod. Voluptuous Vlad getting a kill. You know, good for him. 2 casualties out of Macho Man. That's more than average for him. So it's not all for naught. Dank Duran getting an injury. There's numbers there. And for a moment, they had like the perfect like defensive momentum. They had all the people in the right places. They just couldn't knock down Draxacula, and when they finally did, he knocked the ball out with him. Just ruined their odds. Midnight Maulers, on the other hand, touchdown at a Count Passula, touchdown at a Sacrifice Sam, and one for Bleeder Bob. Morty Meatshield getting the MVP nod. I didn't see him do anything this game. Trawler Tom getting a casualty. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's not even that much better of a stat line for the Vampires. They just move the ball. Vampires do walk away with death out of Lunchmeat Larry and an injury in Thrally. 9 HMLs only walk out with 1 injury to Dwight, the assistant to regional manager, which is a broken jaw. So I guess that could have been a lot worse. Okay. With that, we move on to our final game of the evening. We've got the Mythics versus Dempete Loire. Amazon. Oh, not Norse. We don't have a Norse team this season, unfortunately. Maybe next season. You undead. Okay. I want to say this is a fairly even matchup, but then again, this might be a tough one for the Amazons. Because they just have some really tough units on the other side. There's some dangerous ones too. Both of the mummies for them are kind of dangerous, so we'll see. Mythics may have the speed advantage. Hard to say for sure on this one. So if the playoffs kill Jeff Jr. and be the hero Chaos needs, they could. They could be. Loire is at full strength today. Mythics are down a couple of players, but they have plenty of backups, so. Oof, Pinlay immediately getting a stun there right off the gate. Agasso, though, going down. They're getting knocked down the ball, immediately going into the hands of Mambu. Dempete Loire making a very aggressive first defensive drive here. But the Mythics are holding their own. Oh, Aphrodite going down to an injury, getting the Apothecary used on her. Will be back in the game. Oh, surrounded, somehow managing to stay on her feet. Finally getting knocked down. Lasserin has the ball, trying to move around, but is going to get... oh, nope. Managed to get around. Hera and Rhea, though, are there to put a stop to it. Get an unlucky push, but then they trap them against the sidelines, and that's going to result in a surf and a knockout, just keeping them out of the game for a little bit. All kind of in a difficult place for the Mythics, although they kind of have it covered fairly well right now. Hera's going to go for it. And she does end up with it, moving the ball up. Trying to stay away from people. Oh man, a pass there to Encasa would have been incredible. Loha going down to an injury damage back. It's a tough one. Oh no, Isis going down to a fractured leg. These ladies are scrappy this game. You can't say that they've just been standing around. Like, they are getting involved. All kind of out in the open. Can Pelican make it? Should be able to with Atina and Rhea coming in. That was weird how the ball went straight into Agaso's hands there. Oh no, Mythic's going down quickly to injuries. They're holding their own, trying to get on top of Mambu before he can get it. Rhea is going to try and scoop it up. Maybe try and get it out of there, but oh no, Philomay is there. In her own end zone. Best thing she could hope for is if she does go down that the ball goes out. Or she gets pushed out. Or she get a lucky push and just get some space to run. Does go down. Ball drops. Mambu unfortunately gets it immediately and is finally going to get it in for the first touchdown of the game with less than a minute left to go in the first half. Three injuries for the Amazons. They've got the backups, so they're still doing okay, and they held them for almost a full half. It's gonna be a short kick this time, right on the line. Pelican's gonna grab it and try to make some forward progress, but not gonna be able to get far. Yeah, finally gets it after a couple tries. Yeah, coming in. She's already in the backfield. Oh no, Britannia is dead. Lissai, yeah, and Britannia has unfortunately been taken by the undead team here. And if there's a space open on the team, they might have resurrected Amazon for... Oh no, Anthe is dead too, right at halftime. Holy shit. Still working with a full squad on the pitch, but I think they're now out of backups. Oba going down to an injury, but Calypso is able to pick it up and score. Finally making all the bloodshed worth something here. It's a tie ball game. Oh, it's a bloodbath. Yeah, so now the Mythics are definitely not playing with the full team. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The game crashed. The game straight up just said no and died. Okay. Well, in the past, we've just restarted the game. So I think that's what we do here, even though the game was pretty like well into its late stages. So rewind time. Did the Mythics just learn a new skill? Yeah, they got a new skill, kick the router. And yeah, we just start over. Which I guess the good news is that like no, I'm not even gonna say it because I don't want to like jinx it somehow. It could be, yeah, it could be less dead, could be, it could be a complete change up. Uh yeah, so restart the clock, restart everything because I can't get a proper read on injuries and whatnot. If the game crashes like that, I can't get the proper stats, so we just have to start it over. So here we go. Thankfully, I think that's only happened like 3 times throughout the whole season. So the universe took mercy. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. You never know. It could be worse. Sorry, I had to ban somebody real quick. Okay. And now we start off with the Mythics on defense this time around. Apothecary getting used on Athena there. And it looks like it's going to be the Mythics who are going to strike first this time around. Quick touchdown for them. Yeah. Okay, well, a very quick touchdown to start this, this alternate universe version of the game here. Rasa just electing to hold the ball. To be fair, it is working. Some Amazons are getting knocked out. Not injured like they were last game. They're getting knocked out. The purpose of a single drive is effectively the same. Britannia getting knocked out in this alternate universe where she still is alive. Mumbu getting knocked out. Rasa moving up, so Athena is going to collapse in. He tries to get away, but Athena won't let him. They're going to step up now, and Thea going to step up as well. Another lady who died. Oh, but Miraza's really close. Just needs a lucky push, and he didn't get a push, but he just walks away. And we have a tie ball game. And a much better looking bench for the Mythics so far. Yeah, other than time and people, we're in a very similar game state. So there's that at least. Amazon's now on the offense, which is a place they have struggled, to be fair. Gasso is going to move up. Knock down the ball carrier. Hera is going to jump on the ball before the zombie can get to it. She has a little bit of support around her, but they're falling quickly. She gets some space. I don't know why she went right back in. She had the space she needed to leave. Oh no. The mummy's pushing the ball out of bounds. Let's see where it ends up. Deep in Amazon territory, but should be plenty of time for them to run if they would move. But they're not gonna. So Philome is going to come over and mark Athena. Rhea finally coming in to help. Going to go for the ball, at least get it in somebody else's hands. She's in trouble. It's got some help though. Oba came over and Athena. Even though Rhea goes down, Oba is there to pick up the ball and run it, and is making a good run. Stuck at the midfield, waiting on some movement to come back. So it looks like Tepetloa is still getting a bunch of armor breaks, they're just not resulting in injuries. Oba going for it is gonna sneak around, gets caught just a few yards away from the end zone. Knocks out Maratha and is gonna take it in to give them the lead. Yeah, this is a much kinder universe for sure. So far, at least. We still have a whole nother half. It could all go wrong. An injury that has stuck so far for Dempete the Wand is the only injury in this particular instance of this game. It is very hot, sweltering heat. And I'm gonna pause it to keep the screen from going too bad. Don't forget, it is hot out there, so anybody who, well, anybody at the end of the drive could potentially get themselves knocked out for the next one, so. Independent Loa making a great defensive push into the backfield. It's going to make this a tie ball game. It's going to put the, or keep rather, the Amazons back on offense, where they tend to struggle. Hera just holding on to it for a little too long. Needs to move the ball. Now, Hera has been like duking it out for a really long time, just holding onto the ball. Finally, is making a move, moving around so her pursuers get caught up on her blockers. Excellent move. Oh, Britannia died again. No, she died off screen. Really impressed with Hera on this carry, though. Like, she held onto it for a very long time, just really eating away at the clock. Aphrodite going down to an injury. May have spoken too soon about waking up in a bloody bloody reality. We might be going back to that. Oh no, Depete Loa picks it up at the perfect place. It's an easy touchdown for them from there. Announcer's curse. Hey, I tried really hard not to say anything, because, like, at first I was gonna say it's like, you know, Hopefully it ends up better, but it could get worse. Theoretically, it could be worse. We'll find out in this last minute. Maybe it can crash again. Yeah, that would be really unfortunate. Yeah, he's ended up with the ball. Ball through time. Is that anything like no clipping and falling into the back rooms? And Thea doesn't die, but she does get a smashed hand. He's out. Isis this time. Making a play. Got dodge and block. Probably the best ball carrier that the Amazons have right now. It does take her a minute, but she does go down. Oh, 5 seconds left. Loa is just guarding the ball. And nope, I thought Loha might try and scoop it up. All right, it does end in a victory for Loa. But it was pretty close. I mean, I think even if we had played through the other one, I think this score, or like a 1-point game, is very possible. But honestly, I think you Mythics, I think you take this one. This is a way better outcome than what you were headed towards before the crash. Okay, we'll take a look at those stats and we'll call it an evening. I will go ahead and get the updated rankings out so we know what we're looking at going into next week. Mythics. MVP goes to Aurora, who also got a touchdown, 2 knockouts, 14 yards run. The other touchdown goes to Oba, 40 yards run. She had the ball for a long time. Here, a 30 yards run, nothing to show for it, but was very solid there, just holding onto the ball for a long time. Isis as well. 1 casualty from Rhea. Yeah. Good as you can ask for, given what happened. Game 7. Mythics. Well, that's not how you spell Mythics. Loa, we got 2 touchdowns out of Marasa, 1 for Lasarine. The MVP going to get a skeleton. Marasa also getting 60 yards run. Yeah, he held onto the ball pretty good as well. A casualty for Philome. The kill goes to Ayazan, which is a skeleton, I do believe. Casualty out of Urzuli. Some knockout spread. That was, in this particular instance of the game, that was really what killed the Mythics, is just a lot of players getting knocked out and just being unable to help. Injuries-wise, Ogun is going to take a badly hurt for Loa. For the Mythics, we're going to be down Aphrodite and Anthea, and Britannia is going to go away, unfortunately. There we have it, folks. That is the end of our week 12. Next week is week 13, our final week of the regular season. And we go into playoffs. Like I mentioned earlier in the Discord, if you haven't voted on how you want to see that turn out, please do so. We've only got, I think, 4 votes so far, so conceivably, if more people vote, we could see the organization of playoffs change a little bit. Currently, if nobody else votes or if more people vote for this option, we're going to do the first round of games as single elimination. And then from there, we'll be doing best of. So quarterfinals will be best of 3, semis is best of 5. And then the final game will be a best of 7 series to determine our season champions. So looking forward to that. We'll probably do a long stream for we'll probably do I don't know, we might do round 1 and quarterfinals on the same day and then do semifinals and finals on the same day, but those will both be longer streams if we do it that way. I haven't decided that yet. Otherwise, what we'll be looking at is all teams will go into playoffs fully healed, so any injuries that happen next week will not count. We will not carry over injuries from game to game during playoffs. However, we will carry over deaths, since that's a fairly easy thing I can quickly go in and do in between games. But that means SPP wise, level ups, we're not gonna, we'll still keep track of it, but we're not gonna worry about leveling up players between games or between weeks. The state of your team as it is going into playoffs will be the state of your team. So yeah, looking forward to it. I think it'll be very fun. We might see some interesting results. Who knows? We've already seen some games today that definitely should have gone one way and didn't. So that in a playoffs environment, I think will be very fun. But regardless, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you here next week for that last week of the regular season. We'll go from there. Bye, everybody. Have a great week.